All right, so welcome back to Morning at 10 TV. Let's get into a conversation for the day. And of course, matters agriculture and you, the young people. All right, yesterday we did see Makerere University graduates taking to the streets saying that holding placards, reading, what next? And of course, we'll be talking about that opportunity that is there for you as a young people, a young person in agriculture. So as Uganda grapples with the skyrocketing youth population, policymakers have been struggling with ways to involve the youth in the nation's largest employment sector, of course, agriculture. Now, to this end, the Young Farmers Federation of Uganda has launched a youth-friendly program that will see beginning farmers from Uganda travel to Germany to learn good agricultural practices. Now, for more on this development, we do have Mr. Dennis Kavito, the CEO of the Young Farmers Federation. Many thanks. Welcome to Morning at 10 TV.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
All right, many thanks. Now, you know, when I look at the statistics, of course, according to you, boss, they say that every single year, Uganda churns out about 400,000 graduates.
Yes.
Out of those, only 90,000 are assimilated in what you call the white-collar jobs formal sector.
Yes.
Now, the 310,000 are left to find their way in the
That's
market
right.
space and just find something to fend for themselves and their future families, if at all they have none.
Yes.
Now, agriculture kicks in. And we're looking at agriculture, of course, 70 to 80%, according to statistics, 78 to 80% of the Ugandan population are somewhat in the value chain of agriculture, employed directly or indirectly.
Yes.
And then you look at the statistics of the young people right here. I mean, we are the boss in terms of our numbers, 78% of our population being the young people.
Yes.
Young people meaning people below the age of 30.
Yes.
Now, what does this mean and where are you stepping in? Yesterday, we saw the Makerere guys saying that, guys, what next? We are stuck. So give them that info and how they can loop into agriculture. What do you do?
Thank you so much, and thank you, Maraka, for this invitation and for coming to NTV this morning. I am from the Young Farmers Federation of Uganda, an apex body that is bringing and interesting young people into agriculture. It's true, the statistics are right, that 78% of the Ugandan population is below the age of 30.
Correct.
And that makes it a very vibrant, but also a volatile society. And unless we look at providing employment for these people, it will be very, very hard to maintain this vibrant population. Yet, we have the leverage, and the leverage is in agriculture. So I come here today, this morning, to inform all the young people that we can get our livelihoods from agriculture. I've got my livelihood from agriculture, and the people that are in the Young Farmers Federation of Uganda, our members, are seeing that, and they are reaping from this agriculture.
So let me look at it this way,
Yes.
just for the sake of that young person who's
Yes.
watching you today. UNIFA,
Yes.
do I plug in after getting into the space, the agricultural space?
Yes.
Or as raw as I am without starting, I can actually plug in and start to benefit?
Okay.
How does it work?
Okay, thank you so much. You talked about the placards. I'll start from there. We usually go to school to get jobs.
Correct.
That is what many people think. But we should go to schools for skills and not jobs. So it is our skills that can help us get into the different sectors. As we are having several sectors, the agriculture sector, the service sector, and the industry. Each country has its leverage sector, and ours is agriculture.
Correct.
So meaning that if we are working out and we are getting out of school, let us look at that sector. Let us see young people yearn for this agriculture sector. It doesn't mean that when we call upon young people to join agriculture, we are telling them to get the hose and till the land. There are so many things along the value chain the youth can get involved in.
Correct.
Not only the production of food.
So there's production, there's
There
the
is
harvesting
the
bit,
harvesting, yes.
there's a lot of conversation
Marketing,
right
there is-
now.
yes.
Even for marketing, there's a lot of
Yes.
conversation with regards to storage capacity
Yes.
and technology in that regard, especially now that with the locust invasion.
Yes. Yeah, that's
That
it.
poses an opportunity right
It
there.
poses a lot of opportunities for young people.
So let me ask you this question. So we have the young people. let's just assume them that are holding the placards.
Yes.
Can they now plug into UNIPA, or they have to now find their space in the value chain and then plug in? How does UNIPA work?
So UNIFA works with those young people that are interested and have the passion in agriculture. It doesn't mean that those that come into UNIFA already have started, but they have that interest. And it's very hard to find in 10 people that you find that they don't have any agricultural background. Many of us are coming from rural areas. Our parents, our grandparents are attached to that. Okay. So it means that there is that safe space that you can start from.
All right,
it's only the fear and also the skills to get in.
Okay.
So once you come together and you get organized, you get the skills that can help you to run for those spaces that are within the agriculture value chain. So as UNIFA, we are trying to create that impulse to show these young people that there is something that you can run for in those spaces. And we have to start at a young age, such that we don't reach at university, 24 years, 27, and then you think, what should I do?
Yeah.
It should start from, we are starting to nurturing, yes. Because ours as UNIFA, we are targeting youth between 12 to 39.
All right, fair enough. So all you're looking for is a young person who has the passion to get into agriculture.
Yes.
And then it's a skill kind of stretch where they're equipped and guided through.
Yes.
So if I'm to plug in,
yes,
do I have to consider the pennies? Is there any membership fee or anything like that?
Interesting question. Yes, as any organization, because we are not a government-run organization, we are a membership-based. Any membership-based organization has subscription fees, but these are not to the individual. Our membership is more in association, because in association we enjoy the economies of scale. So if there are 5, 10 or 20 people coming together, they can work together and then contribute this 50,000 as the membership fee, and then 100,000 as annual subscription fees to our Young Farmers Federation of Uganda.
So it's 50,000 per association or per individual?
No, per association.
All right.
So whether you are 100, so you see, everybody pays 500 shillings. So it doesn't matter whether you are 10 or 5 or something.
All right.
Yes.
Now the critical reason as to why you're here, it's something that is happening that is quite amazing, that you wouldn't like the young people to miss out on. And it's one of your prime, I think, programs at UNIFA, and this is the exchange program. Tell us more about that. This time around, you're taking people to Germany.
Yes.
What's in that?
Okay, thank you so much. If I start with the international program, I would tell these young people that would be interested is that, why are we going into agriculture? There are 4 things that we should focus on. And they are the things that always help me to move as CEO of this Young Farmers Association, is that we need to provide food. That is the first F. So there are 4 Fs. And as you're providing food, there are so many hungry people across the country that need this food. So it means that you can get the income. And the second thing that can help you move through that is that you need to have friends. And these friends are going to help you with the networks. They're going to help you with the skills. They're going to help you with sharing experiences. And thirdly is that as you're doing your business, you need the finance. And this you can not only get in Unizone, you can get it together as young people. And lastly, you need to have fun.
Correct.
And it is important for these young people. So the fun motivates. And here, that is when we come in with this international exchange program. This is going to be our second cohort. In 2019, in October, we got 15 young farmers and scholars that we took to Germany to have an exposure on German agriculture. We have the German people as our friends, and the Young Farmers Association of Germany plus the Farmers Association of Germany are trying to motivate even the young farmers in the global south to see that they can fend from agriculture.
So we are having 10 people 10 young
Yes.
farmers who are
Yes.
going to be taken to Germany.
Yes.
How long will that be? And when they go there, what next?
Okay.
What do they stand to learn?
Thank you so much. The applications are open for all those interested young people who want to have this exposure and further understanding of global food systems and global agriculture. Because there's nothing that broadens our horizons like exposure. So once you get the exposure, you get the insights, and you can nurture your long-term goal
Okay.
that can help you to move in the agribusiness space.
All right. You know,
Yes.
I was looking at, the details in this particular exchange program.
Yes.
And what caught my eye, of course, is Germany.
Yes.
And why Germany? Because us here who, monitor this agricultural space, we know that Asia is one of the greatest destinations with regards to anything matters exchange programs because of what they own pretty much and who they are in the global space in terms of agriculture. We know them as the green revolutionary space.
Yes.
An entity, a nation that is known for the agricultural revolution. So why Germany and not Asia?
Those that are following the EU, the biggest economy in the European Union that is running the European Union is Germany. And secondly, Germany is the head of COPA, and COPA is the Association of German Farmers Associations that are within the EU. And we are going to Germany because it is a country that is next to one of the biggest and the largest exporters of food, Netherlands, so they share borders. So there's a lot to learn from Germany and also from Netherlands, because the farmers that are going to go to Germany can easily also go to Netherlands. So we are looking at those biggest economies in the EU that can help to transform the insights of these people.
Okay.
And also the agriculture sector in Germany is and the education system is totally different from what we have here. So the farmers that will go on these farms will get exposed to the dual kind of education system that happens in Germany. And in this, they can also get the practical aspects and then bring them back to Uganda. We don't mean that we can bring all that is in Germany, but you get the insights that you can plug into
All right.
Uganda.
Because the conversation has always been Asia as a continent has
Yes.
done amazingly well, especially in the space of agriculture as a continent and all the nations in there in the Asian continent. All right, fair enough. I think we that's well explained.
Yes.
The other thing, as I was looking through this particular information,
Yes.
now for the applicants, they must be Ugandan citizens possessing a Ugandan passport.
Yes.
And this is where the caveat is.
Yes.
Ready to pay 50 euros as an application fee.
Yes.
Isn't that already an exclusionary caveat?
I would not think so, because look at this. Very many people are yearning for exposure, and there's nothing free in this world. But the application fee is the only and only fee if this person is shortlisted that they pay. There are other programs, I'll not talk about them, that are taking young people, and people are paying millions of shillings. We are only asking for the around 250,000 Ugandan shillings. And that is the only amount of money this person has to pay in order to enroll for this program. So look at this, that the German government, through the BMZ, the Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, is sponsoring 10 Ugandans, and each at 30 million Ugandan shillings. So because they are going to stay in Germany for 3 months between April to June. So that is the springtime, when there's a lot of activities and planting and all that. And the other cohort will go between July and October. So we'll take 20 people. And all those, each of them, the German government is going to spend not less than 30 million on each of those. So you are only, our local contribution is only 250,000 Ugandan shillings.
So a highly subsidized rate.
Yes, a highly
And the only
subsidized
person
rate.
who pays this is that person who has an assurance that they're actually going. It's the shortlisted that are going to.
It is this
It's
way.
the 10 that are going to pay. The
No,
final
no.
10.
No. It is all that apply, because it's
Then
they're
why? So
applying.
if I apply and I've
Yes.
paid my 50 euros
Yes.
and I don't, pass through and get the opportunity to travel,
Yes.
wouldn't that be what a majority of Ugandans would call swindling?
No, it's not swindling, because those that are interested, like for instance, in the last cohort, we had 90 applications, and only 25 people paid for this. So meaning that, and we took 15 people, and now it is continuous. So we are considering those serious people who can invest into this,
So
that can go.
So where
Yes.
did let me just do the math quickly.
Yes.
So 10 people didn't pass through, but
Yes.
had already paid.
Yes.
So 50 euros times 10, that's about 500 euros.
Yes.
So where did that money go to? Are they reimbursed?
No, we don't reimburse, because
Okay.
it's a condition for the program
All
that you
right.
apply. I'll give you an example. When I'm applying to the university, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people apply, and you're either shortlisted or you're not.
All right.
And then this is part of the local contribution that we also show to the German government, that our people are willing to
Alright.
contribute.
Okay.
And it's not even 1% of the amount of money that is spent on these young people
All right.
that are going. And then there are those people that paid on the last cohort, and they feel interested. They get back to us
All right.
and see that we can give them a chance. But also, not going does not mean that you cannot associate with us.
Yes.
There's so many other packages that come with this
All right.
that we can share once people come to our office.
All right, many thanks for that particular information. Guys, you who is holding a placard now, there's a way out for you, an opportunity for you in agriculture. Of course, plug into UNIFA. They have their website right there. Look them up and be able to learn what programs they have for you to entice you in the agricultural space. They say that once you plug in, it's a journey that they walk with you to ensure that you are indeed successful in this agricultural space. Many thanks, Mr. Dennis,
Thank you so
for
much.
this particular conversation and for
and
the
thank-
opportunity. This 10, of course, we'll look and see, maybe host some of them once they're back after the 3 months, for them to tell us what it is that they have learned and gained from Germany.
Yeah, this morning the 15 that left are
All right.
coming back to our office,
Okay.
and we are going to share the stories. So
Thank you.
maybe they follow it on the news.
All right, that is
Thank
Mr. Dennis Kabito, the CEO of the Young Farmers Federation right here in the country. We've got to pay our bills, but don't go too far. We'll be right back.